Baskin Robbins has had over 1,000 flavors since it opened, but some of the best ones? They're gone, vanished, retired into the brand's deep freeze, never to be seen again. But fans haven't forgotten. From nostalgic throwbacks to weird but wonderful combos, we're counting down 10 Baskin Robbins flavors that need to make a comeback. And wait till you see the cult classic sitting at number 1. Number 10, Caramel Praline Cheesecake. Cheesecake, caramel, pralines. Honestly, how could this not be a hit? First scooped in 1970, caramel praline cheesecake quickly won hearts with its rich, cheesecake-flavored base, thick caramel ribbons, and praline pecans that added just the right amount of crunch. It was like dessert on top of dessert. For decades, this indulgent flavor held strong, but in 2010, on Baskin Robbins' 65th anniversary, they shocked fans by retiring it alongside 4 other classics. Some flavors deserve to go, but this one? Fans still talk about it like a lost love. Cheesecake lovers haven't found a replacement. And praline fans? Still bitter. Pun intended. Was it too rich, too niche, or just a victim of the vault? Either way, one thing's certain. If this flavor ever returns, there will be a line out the door. Unless it's gone for good. Number 9. Super Fudge Truffle. Some flavors whisper, this one screamed chocolate. Super Fudge Truffle was every chocoholic's dream. Chocolate fudge ice cream, studded with chocolate ganache chunks and loaded with toffee truffle pieces that added both crunch and chew. It was rich, bold, and unapologetically over the top, and that's exactly why fans fell hard when it dropped in 2007. But just 3 years later, in 2010, it was tossed into retirement. No warning, no farewell scoop. But then, plot twist, it came back in 2017 as a limited-time flavor of the month. Fans rejoiced, briefly. It disappeared again like it never happened. Why tease us like that? Was it just a one-time encore, a market test, or a sign of something bigger? Some say it's hiding, waiting to make its grand return. Others think it's gone for good. But one thing's clear, Super Fudge Truffle isn't just a flavor, it's unfinished business. Number 8. Miami Ice Sorbet. The 80s weren't just neon and synths. They gave us Miami Ice, a sorbet so bold it felt like a vacation in every bite. Bright lime blended with pink grapefruit, this flavor was tropical, tangy, and totally different from the cream-heavy Baskin Robbins lineup. It was the kind of treat that made your mouth pucker and your taste buds party. Inspired by the Miami Vice era, it was flashy, fun, and way ahead of its time. But as the 90s rolled in, Miami Ice quietly melted into the background. No send-off, no reruns. Just gone. It's rarely mentioned now, like a flavor that slipped through time. And yet, with retro making a massive comeback and citrus sorbets gaining traction again, could this lost icon find its way back into the freezer aisle? Or will it remain a sun-soaked mystery that only 80s kids remember tasting? Number 7. Chocolate Raspberry Truffle. Decadent, dramatic, a total heartbreak in a cone. Chocolate Raspberry Truffle was the flavor that made you feel like you were indulging in something fancy, but without leaving your local scoop shop. Rich chocolate ice cream, tart raspberry swirls, and melt-in-your-mouth truffle chunks. Every spoonful was a bittersweet love letter. It debuted in the 1980s and developed a devoted following. But sometime in the 90s, it disappeared. Quietly. No one knows exactly when. And worse? No one really knows why. It just stopped appearing. There are whispers it returns occasionally for limited runs, but even that feels like rumor. For fans, it's the one that got away, the flavor that haunts their dessert dreams. Could it be sitting in Baskin Robbins' deep freeze, just waiting for the right moment? Or was it retired for reasons we were never supposed to know? Number 6. Nutty Coconut. You either loved it or you were wrong. Nutty Coconut was a tropical escape packed into a scoop. Creamy coconut ice cream loaded with almonds, pecans, and walnuts. It was rich, crunchy, and unexpectedly refreshing, a rare combo that kept people coming back. For coconut lovers, this wasn't just a treat, it was the flavor. It wasn't loud or trendy, but it had a loyal fan base who swore by it. And yet, somewhere along the way, it got pushed aside. It still shows up here and there in select stores, like a ghost flavor you're lucky to catch. But ask around, and you'll hear the same thing. Why is nutty coconut so hard to find? Was it too classic? Too underrated? Or is it quietly being tested for a full return? One thing's for sure, fans haven't stopped craving it. And maybe the tropics are closer than we think. Number 5, pistachio almond fudge. You didn't have to be an old soul to love pistachio almond fudge, but it helped. This flavor was a triple threat: creamy pistachio ice cream, a thick fudge ribbon, and fudge-coated almonds. It debuted back in 1967, and for a while it felt like a staple. Something you could always count on. Nutty, rich, and just enough chocolate to keep things exciting. But over the years it's faded in and out of availability. Some shops carry it, others have never heard of it. And that inconsistency, it drives fans nuts. Pun fully intended. Why would Baskin Robbins sideline one of its longest-running crowd pleasers? Is it supply issues? Flavor politics? A secret war between the pistachio lovers and the praline fan club? All we know is when this one appears, people sprint, not walk, to the counter. Could it be prepping for a permanent return? Or one last farewell scoop? Number 4, banana cream pie. Banana-flavored ice cream, chocolate cookie chunks, and a marshmallow ribbon. Banana cream pie wasn't just an ice cream flavor, it was a full dessert masquerading as a scoop. It nailed the creamy sweet banana taste without going artificial, and the gooey marshmallow swirl added the perfect pie-filling feel. Add in the chocolate cookie pieces for crust, and boom, you had the frozen version of your grandma's best recipe. But then, gone. Quietly. No goodbyes, no pie-themed farewell tour. Some people never even got to try it. Others still compare every banana-flavored anything to this one. It had a loyal following, and to this day, the mystery of its disappearance frustrates fans. Was it too specific? Too niche? Or maybe just ahead of its time? One thing's certain, if this came back now, during the age of nostalgic flavor revivals, it would sell out instantly. So, why hasn't it? Number 3, campfire s'mores. Imagine this: toasted marshmallow swirls, crunchy graham cracker bits, and milk chocolate ice cream, all packed into one bite. Campfire s'mores wasn't just dessert, it was an experience. Introduced in 1975, it captured the exact flavor of a summer night around the fire, without the smoke in your hair. And yet, in 2010, it was pulled from the lineup as part of a major flavor purge. Fans were blindsided. Why this one was the question on everyone's lips. It wasn't just a seasonal hit. It was a comfort food. Nostalgic, familiar, cozy. But here's the strange part. With s'mores-flavored everything dominating snack aisles today, campfire s'mores still hasn't made a full return. Why? Too messy to make? Too tied to the past? Or maybe Baskin Robbins is saving it, waiting for the perfect moment to reintroduce a fire starter that fans never stopped loving. Number 2, daiquiri ice. It wasn't creamy, it wasn't chocolatey, it didn't have cookie chunks or ribbons of caramel, and that's exactly why daiquiri ice stood out. A fat-free, non-dairy blend of lime ice and just a hint of rum flavor, this bright green scoop was like a grown-up slushie in disguise. Refreshing, tart, weirdly addictive. It was the palate cleanser between all the heavier flavors, and somehow it became a fan favorite for decades. But in 2007, the formula changed. The original recipe, gone. The new version, not quite the same. And fans noticed, hard. There were petitions, emails, desperate Reddit threads. So what happened to the original? Was it too bold? Too boozy sounding? Or was the flavor just a little too niche for the mainstream crowd? We don't know. But the craving for that electric green scoop still lives on. And every summer that it doesn't return, the legend only grows louder. Number 1, Love Potion, number 31. First launched in 1995, Love Potion number 31 wasn't just a flavor, it was a seasonal event. Swirls of white chocolate and raspberry ice cream, studded with raspberry-filled chocolate hearts and dark chocolate chips. It was rich, romantic, and almost dangerously good. People still talk about it like an ex they never got over. And here's the twist. It still comes back, but only around Valentine's Day. Blink and you'll miss it. Some people call ahead, others buy in bulk and hoard it in their freezers like apocalyptic rations. And the moment it disappears from stores, cue the heartbreak. Every single year. So here's the question Baskin Robbins refuses to answer. Why not make it permanent? The demand is there, the drama is real, and if any flavor deserves to be more than a once-a-year fling, it's this one. Unless keeping it seasonal is the love potion, and we're all just under the spell, some flavors fade with time. Others leave claw marks in our memories. And then there are the ones, like these, that feel more like unfinished stories than discontinued desserts. Were they just ahead of their time? Victims of changing trends? Or is there something deeper behind their quiet exits? Maybe they're not gone at all. Maybe they're waiting, frozen in some secret back room, labels faded, recipes locked away. Because if Baskin Robbins has taught us anything, it's this. Flavors can return when we least expect them. So, what else might be hiding in the vault? And when it comes back, will we even recognize it?